and we are live. Greetings and salutations, Focus Up family. Welcome to the September 30, 2023 installment of the Focus Up Show. We thank you for tuning in with us live every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on YouTube and various other platforms, or catching up with us on replay. And we ask that you click that like, that subscribe, that bell, and share to support and maintain your weekly Focus Up fix. I am Mr. Nice Guy. Nice is in the word Saint spelled backwards. And my co-hosts today are the lovely First Lady J, Brother Walk, host of Sex Talk with Walk, Thursdays at 9 p.m., and the infamous El Poo. What it do? Also, in the ether, we got Brother Floyd X. But what's going on with the First Lady?
Not much. How are you fellas doing?
Doing
I'm
good.
well. Let me say that.
Yeah.
You're looking good too. You're looking good too, girl. I say you.
Thank you.
So what's going on with you, Brother Walk?
Oh man, I'm good. I'm chilling, man. Been a tough week. Made it through. Man, I'm here. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, we missed you last week, man. Yeah. So El Poo, what's going on?
That's only behind the scenes talking that mess. No way, brother. You're not gonna bait me in, dude. No.
Yes, sir. I'm here, man.
My bad. El Poo, sorry.
Yeah. Happy to be here, like I always is.
All right. Well, let's get to the in the news. Our first topic is gonna be that's right, Lil Sody. What you got to say for us about that, Brother Walk?
They had the funeral services Monday for Little Sody. He passed away. Him and Capone, they passed away together on Monday. Forgot the date. I had it wrote down, but it was a few months ago. But they finally had the service. It was a big funeral in Long Beach, but he was actually laid to rest in Inglewood. Afro Man performed at the funeral, did 2 songs, and it was kind of tough. I personally knew the guy. We met a few years ago, and he just was a good brother. And he was laid to rest. You could go by the YouTube videos. He had a casket with like a Cadillac. His actual casket was like a Cadillac with rims on it. It was real cool, real fly, back carriage, everything like that. So rest in peace to my brother, a good friend, father, a husband, and a true community leader. Lil Sody, salute, brother. Love you, my nigga.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
All right, next in the news topic, we're going to talk about Brother Krayzie Bone of the Bone Thugs and Harmony. What you got to say about that, First Lady J?
Krayzie Bone, born Anthony Henderson, was hospitalized on Monday, September 25th. The Crossroads MC suffers from sarcoidosis, an inflammatory disease in which the immune system overacts, causing groups of cells to form clusters of inflamed tissues called granulomas in one or more organs of the body.
Yeah, so we're definitely, sending our prayers and best wishes to our brother, our hip hop brother, Krayzie Bone. So Brother Floyd X, you look like you're about to pop in here and say something.
Yes, sir. Real quick, I just want to put it out there that Lazy Bone, he spoke. He went on his Instagram. He said more, but he said, in this challenging moment, as an immediate and Bone Thug family rallies behind my brother, we humbly ask for a moment of privacy. So, they asking that people stop trying to dive in and be nosy and see what's going on. What's the latest, We just all want them to make it through. So that's all we they basically praying for and asking for.
But that ain't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. See, these celebrities, you can't have it always. You can't be in the forefront, and we done know who you are. We love you. We grew up with Krayzie Bone. We the same age. Look, if I see him, I'll be like, Krayzie Bone, give me a hug, brother. That's just gonna happen. That's what it is. So if they want that, they keep them out the public. Same thing happened with Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis is losing his mind, and he taking walks in the park, and people is coming up giving them hugs. I give Bruce Willis a hug too. Sorry, that's just what it is. You got to take the good with the bad, baby. We love you, Krayzie Bone. Salute.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And also in the news, we got a situation going on with brother Kevin Hart. What you got about that for us, First Lady?
Kevin Hart gets cold shoulder over comments about lack of people with bank accounts from low income.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the heck. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is much ado about nothing. I mean, we always talk about how black people don't necessarily handle their business right. I mean, he's a comedian. He's making a joke. I'm shocked that this is even an issue. It'd be one thing if he was from one category of people talking about another category of people. But I mean, us amongst ourselves, and he's a comedian. There's much ado about nothing.
Shit, ain't nothing doing that. He telling the truth. Like I'm maxed out on all this. You know what I mean? Yo, I need some help. I need an assistant because I was at the bar last night and I'm like, decline. Wait, hold on.
Hey, real quick, is category, is that a new word for race? Is that what you're saying, Mr. Nice Guy?
It could be different. It could be race. It could be your affiliation. It could be your religious beliefs. I mean, the bottom line is we know this as a black person. If he's talking about the LGBTQ plus, you got to tread a different type of way as opposed to if you're amongst them. So when black people make jokes about black people, it hit differently than when white people make jokes about white people, or when this religious, group of people make jokes about that religious group of people. You know how it is. Don't be trying to bust me out of my words.
Gotcha.
Pop in, start shit, and then pop out. Okay, what
That's right.
All right, so now we're going to go on to the next topic. Brother Keefe D. What you got for us, First Lady?
Las Vegas police have charged a former gang leader, Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, with the 1996 murder of rapper Tupac Shakur, a breakthrough in a long-running case still gripping the public. The New York-born hip-hop legend was shot 4 times in a drive-by attack in Las Vegas.
So ain't no breakthrough. All this information is all the information that's been out there the whole time. Whatever motivated them to jump on this now, but I think that brother is in trouble. What you got to say about that, Walk?
I really don't. To me, it seems like a flex of nuts from the Las Vegas PD. They have changes in the guard all the time in these organizations. This is a new chief, a new person. They're like, wait a minute, we could do this way. A new DA, a new everything. I think they just putting it out there just to be like, yeah, we're on it. But they're going to get notoriety for it. That we tried. We locked his ass up. But I don't think he's going to die in jail. He probably going to die on his couch. Because the dude his health is failing as well. So, but salute to Keefe D. Not because of what he did. I personally think that he was the trigger man. That's what I kind of think happened. I think that wait, am I telling on people?
No, you ain't telling. How you gonna tell on him because he done told on himself, wrote a book and everything.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. He's put so much out there. I mean, he was almost forcing them to do something about it. I mean, he was a clear accomplice to the situation. I don't think he was the trigger man, but I mean, to me, it's a messed up situation because I respect Tupac for having his homeboys back, but I mean, I feel like he earned that. You go put your paws on, you go jumping on somebody. What you think is going to be the blowback from that type of situation?
Well, Tupac wasn't from L.A., so he should have known. He didn't know better. But I'll tell you this much. Vlad is taking credit for this because he's getting people on there self-snitching. He's like, hey, I'm the one that solved the Tupac case.
But let me ask y'all this. Keefe D has been selling drugs since he was in high school. All he did was stuff of that nature. Now all this light is on him when after the Tupac murder. What job he gonna have? What is he gonna do? He's been monetizing the death of Tupac for the last 20 something years. And to be honest, I would have did the damn same thing too. That's why he's doing them interviews. He ain't doing it like just like so I can put this story out there. He really getting money off of this stuff from all them different platforms that he has been on. If he would have came on a Focus Up show, we'd have been like, yeah, we'll pay you 10,000.
Yeah, nah, don't be saying that. Hey, you know what? Like you said, the DA's gonna be monetizing this for themselves.
Check ain't gonna clear, but we'll pay you.
You got something to say about this, First Lady? Opinion on this?
No. I'm not gonna incriminate myself with anything.
See that, and that's a good lesson right there. Don't be your own worst enemy.
Exactly.
So let's move it on to Brother Deion, prime time. So, there was a slip up. They said that the Cinderella story got messed up and somebody turned back into a pumpkin. But the reality is that, the Ducks were just the better team and they won that game. You got to put that game behind you and go on to the next thing. So right now, USC is in Colorado, and we'll see how this plays out. But we're rocking with our brother Deion, and we'll see how it plays out.
I ain't rocking with him. I'm like that. Hold on. I love Deion Sanders, but yeah, you getting that ass whooped. When you put that spotlight on you, everyone's looking at you, and everybody start gunning for you, and the heat is on, baby. I think he gonna step up, though. I think he gonna make the necessary changes. It might not be this year. It might not, but he's monetizing everything with the glasses and everything like that. He's doing what he's supposed to do, but them some tough ass teams they playing. So yeah, get that ass whipped. But that's gonna check everybody in that locker room. Like, wait, we gotta get it together. You know what I'm saying? So salute to him, but yeah, take that ass whipped. I done got my ass whipped a few times. Yeah, yeah.
Well, they're missing. They're missing that one big player, Travis Hunter, the dude that got his liver lacerated. So I don't know I know he was begging to be able to play this week. I don't know if he's playing. I don't know if he's up, he's live, but I'm just saying
it ain't gonna make a difference because wait, look at this.
Of course,
Deion Sanders came in with a team that was last. What was they 1-11 when he took over the team? You cannot expect a Jesus miracle just for coming in to this division with these young kids. All these kids trying to knock them heads off. But I do think they targeted a few of their players, but that's part of the game. That's part of the game. So salute to Deion, but you getting that booty waxed, baby. Where my Tory Lane's ass whooping stick?
Man, you got something to say about this, First Lady? Disrespecting Deion prime time.
No. Mark is going to do what he does. He's making up from last week. So, I'm just going to kick back and let him have the little spotlight for a minute.
That's First right. Lady ain't got to say nothing, girl. You looking real sultry and sexy. Lean with it. Rock with it.
I'll let you do all the leaning there. I'll put it for me. I'm just going to sit here and let you clown.
Yeah, shout out to Tony.
You win some, you lose some. That's all I'm saying.
Which is basically what Tony Boyd is saying. It's one time he got beat. That's what
Tony, did we block him? Wait, I thought we didn't. And I mean, we decided to block him for all that stuff he was saying last week.
Did not.
You decided to do that, and we decided to block you.
Exactly. That's what happened. He got blocked. He got blocked on the Focus Up show, and he got blocked on Spin That Back. But what you got to say about this, El Poo?
Go SC. That's what I got to say.
Right.
All right. So on to the next thing. Dianne Feinstein dies at 90. Now, this is the situation that we're kind of talking about with Walk, where a person is getting up to a certain age. Well, maybe we kind of need to move on. She probably held on to that job a little bit longer than she needed to. At least, luckily, I don't want to celebrate her death, but at least this happened while a Democrat at least could temporarily replace her. Word to what happened with that sister Ruth, the Ruth
RBG.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you very much. So,
Root-
you know, condolences to her and her family. You know what I'm saying? Because she's a human being. It's not about the politics, but you know, yeah, these people are up in age now. This is basically shine a spotlight on people like Biden and Trump.
Yeah, Biden like 2 years younger than her. So, like, get y'all old, decrepit asses up out of there. No disrespect to her. God bless her dead. Blah blah blah. Whatever. But it was been time for her to just leave. Like I be seeing old people in the street. You know, I'm in the street every day. Like and I be like, why are you even out in public, dude? You're a victim. Your mind is not even there. What are you doing? And the same thing is she making decisions for the future. No, that's not cool. It's time to go. Time to go. So now it's gonna be somebody else that come into this seat, to this power. They still might be on some BS, but so what? But it's that chain got to keep going on. Out with the old, in with the new. Out with the old, in with the new. Especially when I'm talking about you three, but not me. But...
And I'm the oldest. What you got to say about that, First Lady?
Well, that's out of here.
You know, I do feel like there should be an age limit. You know, as with anything, same like I feel that way when it comes to driver license. Like, you know, at some point we need to sit down, and some people just don't want to retire. They feel like they can go on and on and on. But I'm not gonna say no name, but Walk has thrown the old folks under the bus quite a bit. But yeah, there should be a limit in politics for sure. You know, we do need the younger generation to step up and get more involved so these other people can sit and enjoy retirement.
Facts. Give them a chance. Give them a chance at least, because they're not even getting a chance. Like you can't even elevate and move up to do something different or to make those changes because you got this old 90-year-old person who ain't moved and she running things. That's crazy.
What you got to say about that, El Pooh?
Yeah. First, I want to say, rest in peace, bless the dead. But in the words of the late great Robin Harris, gotta go, gotta go.
Speaking about people who gotta go, let's talk about Mr. Trump. Yeah, so this brother has stirred up some more stuff. So he just got basically a summary judgment against him for fraud. So his sons, he's doing all this stuff about Hunter Biden, but the bottom line is he's got busted out for overinflating the value of all of these financial documents that he's been submitting under the penalty of perjury. And he's been inflating things crazy. So you're talking about the judge said he inflated something by 2,300%. So you're talking about if something's worth $100 million, he's sitting there lying and saying it's worth $2.3 billion. You may not think too much about that. Hey, everybody's gonna over exaggerate after a fashion, but you're getting special interest rates. You're getting all of these accommodations because they're basically evaluating that this stuff is true. And you're not supposed to be doing something that's where you're supposed to be dependent on. He's saying that, well, I put this little clause on here that says that, you don't really have to regard this because this may not be true. So that's some BS. But we'll see how this plays out. So he's going to get that hammer dropped on him. So we'll see. We'll see.
You saying you basically saying the dude is guilty. You really are not even upholding the American justice system. You're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. These are just accusations, brother.
No. Summary judgment. The judge actually ruled this. This is the law for that case. So that is no longer issue. He committed fraud. That's a fact. It's been judged. So yeah, no. That's why he's saying that his attorneys are saying, well, why are we even continue with the trial then if you already determined that that he's committed fraud? And they're like, well, no, that part's been decided. There's some other stuff that needs to be decided. So no, he's already been convicted. It's a judgment.
My response. You got me on that one, asshole. You heard that?
So you got something to say about that, First Lady J?
Nah, I just say lock him up and throw away the key already. It's taking too long.
I got something to say.
What you got to say? So but hey, this is the Teflon Don. This guy is still kicking all the other hopefuls butt, and he's growing more. He's looking like Walker's kind of looking like a prophet about him with Joe Biden. So we'll see how this plays out. So
them numbers is going up, dude. But even with that, that's what a lot of these rich white dudes do. And I think they all like, damn, he found guilty. Like, whoa, I've been doing this for the last 40 years. 40 years. That's probably how they are with that long paper like that. So, all right.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, they're supposed to be the law and order party, and their dude is just basically catching case after case after case. The dude Rappaport was talking about, dude, just win one of these cases. So it's just that's what's going on with Mr. Trump. So we'll see. But it's now probably a good time to go to the break. I know that we don't really have too much time to go into the next topic. The next topic is going to be pretty juicy. What you got to say about that, Brother Floyd X? I'm sorry.
First lady looking juicy as hell.
What's up,
Sex talk with what the fuck?
Block him!
Get out of here.
I'm getting my training so I can get my protection.
It was a stop in the show. I gotta say something.
Yeah, it's a Me Too moment for check it out. But what you got to say? What do you think is a good transition time, Brother Floyd X?
Yeah, let's get to the what's the call down? I forgot the word. I'm losing it. Let's get to the
get you that black honey. That's gobealive.org.
Yep.
And that's a dope beat, Mr. Floyd X.
Thank you. Call that brother for all of your trucking needs.
Not all of them, damn.
Oh. Get them working. Keep them busy. Year round. Call him. He'll move from East Coast to West Coast, North to South.
Look.
Hide your children, hide your wives.
That's what I think when I see that like, bro, we gotta change that. Yeah, I'm a babysitter. Like, right now, man. Change that shit, bro. Can I fucking finish, please? For real.
Score bar. I think I had the address. What's up? Franklin, Sunday's a good game time, and they got the sister over there that cooks the brunch from 10 to 2, I believe. Stop by the Score Bar and Lounge, a black-owned bar and lounge here in Sacramento, California. Come through.
And if you need that address, hey, what would Rosie say to do?
Google it.
I got set him up, and he's still.
He was frozen.
No, I know you. I'm so looking forward to this show coming up, the Halloween show. The reason why we're going to talk about the origin of Halloween, behind the deaths and the murders and the pillaging, the nasty disgustingness, the vitriol of Halloween. Yeah, it's a lot to do with it. It's disgusting what Halloween is about, and we got our kids running around celebrating that. Yeah, with the stuff behind Halloween. I can't wait.
I'm not gonna let you take away my Halloween like them atheists trying to take away my Christmas.
Yeah. But we gonna talk about it on the Focus Up show. Yeah, y'all see this? I be doing my research, y'all.
And let's also give a shout out to another show that's going to be coming on shortly after this, the Spin That Back show that's going to be coming on 10:30. So 30, we're going to get a 30-minute rest after the Focus Up show, and then we're going right into Spin That Back.
You say what? You say it again? You say what? You know that sound's supposed to happen after you say it. That's what I'm trying to wait for. I don't know.
I'll pull off guard.
They got it up here. That's on the Spin That Back.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. We're going to talk about hip-hop, 1987.
All hip-hop. I wish I had that clip.
Y'all ain't ready. Just move on. Shit. Right. What are y'all doing?
See, he throwing it back in our faces because he wasn't ready. All right, so let's get into the first topic. Remy Ma and Papoose.
Oh shit, where is that?
So who's framing that? Who's setting that up for us?
Whoa.
Go
I
ahead.
think it wasn't that in the news or something, or well,
no, this is a topic. This is our
Remy Ma cheated on Papoose with a Papoose impersonator or something.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Both them niggas look the same. That's what's giving validity to the story. I personally, allegedly, you're right. I personally think it's kind of like something happened. They had an altercation. Papoose and Easy the block captain. Easy the block captain is kind of tight. They had a little altercation. He put him to sleep too. Papoose, one of them ones. He put him to sleep, and then they said it's like over behind Remy Ma, and I think Remy Ma is like she get money from Easy the block captain because he is like the #1 battle rapper right now, even though he old as hell. He's 34 years old. People don't be knowing their ages. I know. Because I've been saying Easy the block captain battle like 10 years ago, getting his ass waxed. So that's what happened.
Older? I thought he was younger than the rest of those cats. I thought he was like a new up-and-comer.
Google it. Easy the block captain's an old cat, bro. He been doing this for years. But he's getting notoriety now, and he's like #1 up there. And he's killing the scene. And Remy Ma started her own rap battle league, and he's the #1 guy. He's the one who headlines everything right now. He battles everybody from, you know what I'm saying, Geechee Gotti, who I don't really like his style of rap, but he's up there. So that's why I think they're just embellishing the story, a little altercation between two men, which happens sometimes. Sometimes you got to tip somebody up sometimes. He tipped him up. But then they made it like, oh, he was flirting with Remy Ma, and maybe this is what happened. But Geechee Gotti probably came to work like, yeah, I'm here, people. I'm still ready to rap, but we got to keep this show going. Real talk. That's what happens.
I mean, I saw stories where they were saying that they're supposed to be signing a non-disclosure agreement after the situation went down, but I guess that all went out the window when he started rapping about it, and they both kind of touched upon it. So now it's just kind of out there. And Remy Ma is like, she's like, look, she's trying to kind of silence it after fashion, but she's like, hey, it's all promotion. She knows how battle rap is, so she don't seem to be as tripping or phased up about it as much as I think. What you got to say about this brother Floyd X?
My issue with it is that Remy Ma and Papoose, they promote the black love. And that's why I'm asking the question, is black love dead? He put us, they out there, they represent it, and they doing all this positive image on that love and hip hop. He stood down for her while she was in jail for she did 4 years or 7 years or something like that.
Wow.
And he stood down for her. He was represented her when I don't know if he got married before she got out or when she got out, but they got married, and I think they got 2 children together, and it's a bad look. And I think it's promotion, but I think it's bad promotion because they're shitting on one image to create this new image just to get attention. And I mean, would we be talking about Remy Ma right now if this situation wasn't going on? Would people know that she even owns a battle rap league if this situation wasn't going on?
Hell no.
Those are absolutely great points, but I mean, this is kind of all messy, and one of the people that's really been sort of like shining the spotlight on the mess is what's homegirl's name? Tasha K.
Tasha K. Okay.
So Tasha
Shout
K is
out
putting
to
that out
Tasha
there.
K.
Yeah, we're not shouting her out, but yeah.
I like Tasha K. She be out. She a real one. She's a real one. I'm not talking about no negative sense. She speak her mind. She represents. Hey, we got sisters out there that's strong like that. I support them. I mean, strong and soft at the same time. Because if you know her story, she supports her husband 100%. She cooks every day for her husband. That's another story, though. I'll get off of that. Let's stick to Remy and Papoose.
Yeah, enough Tasha K promotion. She don't need. Yeah, what about us? Focus up. Hey, is black love dead? I'm gonna say no because I'm a single guy out here. I'm looking for black love. Black love, when I see it, I respect it and I love it. Their situation with Remy Ma, I think it's all a hoax, and it is putting out a bad image out there, but she getting her money. But that is the focus on a lot of these people. Like just the cash shoulder, the paper, baby. Yeah, all right. She probably with Papoose like, nigga, I didn't fuck him. He like, I beat the nigga up. So what? You still looking like a sucker, but we getting this money. That nigga like, I'm gonna fuck that nigga up. Shut up, nigga. Shut your ass up, or I'm gonna divorce your ass. And he you right.
You got something to say about this, First Lady J? Whether it be about black love or whether it be about this particular situation.
I don't believe black love is dead. As far as Remy Ma and Pap, that's none of my business. I can care less because they're not taking care of my bills. I just wish them well, and I will say innocent until proven guilty, until he has proof that she cheated. Let it be. I hope they work it out. I'm usually, divorce is not an option unless a man is just beating on a female. But the answer to the main question at hand, is black love dead? No, it's not.
That's basically my position. Everything you just said, I'm not going to repeat it. So that's what's up. What you got to say about this, El Poop?
I think it's all a publicity stunt because neither one of them has said anything about it, number one. But if it is true, Papoose looks stupid right about now. And the only thing I can say about Remy, if it is true, is...
And that's why they called you bitch. I betcha.
Yeah.
Do you condone that, Mr.
Floyd? Hey, Geechee Gotti called her that right there in the battle. Am I right, Jay Walk?
Hey, the battle, we could speak on that battle. That battle, he went down, he went in on her like it was nothing. And she was right there. And the best thing she could do was not say nothing.
Those are the 2 top guys. Those are the 2 top guys. Geechee Gotti and Easy, the Black Captain. Okay. AKA Chris Rock looking ass nigga, Papoose looking ass nigga. They all them dudes look the same. So that's I think that's what's playing into it. It'll be like, it's like with like you got a blonde haired white girl, and then you get another blonde haired white girl that look like your ex-wife or something like that. And I do not promote any type of interracial marriage.
Okay, can we move along?
Exactly. Tony Boy, what about black love in the black nation?
I don't know what he mean by
I don't
that.
know
Yeah.
what Black Nation is.
That's why I be saying you should block that cat.
We're not listening to you.
Stop apologizing. Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have we exhausted the Remy Ma Papoose topic.
I believe so.
All right, let's. I will say that hey, I'm rooting for them. I'm definitely rooting for their family, and shame on us for even gossiping about this stuff. But hey, I'm glad they're getting some type.
No,
of
hell no, you ain't gonna do that to the Focus Up show.
Nah, yeah, we're not gossiping. We putting the news out.
I'm not saying we gossiping. I'm talking about people gossiping. I'm saying we don't know, but I'm saying it's gossip if you don't know. If you're saying that this is happening and you don't know.
Look,
I don't know.
Hold on, listen. Listen, us, the Focus Up show, as a part of the new black media, we helping to spread the information, and whether this is propaganda or not propaganda, whether this is just a publicity stunt or not, we want y'all to be aware that Remy Ma has a battle league, a rap battle league. If I'm not mistaken, it's the first time a black woman owns a rap battle league. And she's doing she had 6 shows so far, going from different states, New York and Chicago or somewhere, putting on these rap battles. And I know it's an attempt to expand it and make it bigger. So, hey, we are a part of the new black media, and we are putting it out there. We are in the mix.
Yeah.
In the mix.
Just to add to that too, the name of the battle league is called Chrome 23.
See that? Nobody would have known that if she didn't sleep with the dude.
Allegedly.
We ain't shit on the Focus Up.
They are not. Let me rephrase that. Claim that for yourself. See, that's why I'm the first lady and the only lady on there. They can be all they want to be. I'm gonna be who I am.
I'm not trying to get no parts of
girl.
that. I was actually just trying to look up homeboy's age, but as often, Walker's absolutely correct about that, brother. So let's go on to the next topic. The next topic is going to be his brother.
Wait, before let's get this.
Let's address this before we move on.
How does a battle league benefit Black Americans? I don't know about that question. I mean, it's.
I got an answer. You go ahead. You got one?
Well, go. No, you go ahead. You sound.
You got one? Hey, do you got one?
The battle league. Yeah, it benefits the Black Americans because it's an artistic outlet. You have these rappers, these people in the street that can rap real good, and they go head to head. It's an artistic outlet. And when they get out there and do some popular rapping, they get some fame, and then they can start bringing their family with them. That's how he could put out an album. Easy the Block Culture could put out an album, become a big rap name. So it's a benefit. So it is that's how it benefits the Black nations. Any more questions, Mr. Tony Boyd?
No, that's why I say block Tony. No one is listening to me. No,
we need Easy the Block Captain to block him, huh?
Right, man. Battle. Look at this. Let's say I'm just a hood guy killing up stuff, but I know how to rap. That's my job now. That's all I got to focus on to feed my family. Come on, man. It's doing a lot. And it's a whole bunch of them. They are monetizing this battle rap just to feed their families. And they're not doing nothing. And they're not in the streets. And they're not doing no crazy shit, too. Man, that shit's doing too much for Black people. It's doing a lot. Just for battle rap. And some people will say that Murder Moose said battle rap is actually harder than being a rapper, like making songs, because the same rappers, they say the same rap over and over every night, perform and make millions. To be a battle rapper, you got to memorize all this shit about this one nigga for one day. And then you got 3 months to prepare for it, and then you got to say that shit flawlessly and that's how you get your money, and then that's all you get paid for. You can't say that same rap ever again. Come on, man. Leave them young boys alone. They out there getting it. I told my son, who's a rapper, he ain't got a movie. I gotta start promoting my son. My son got a movie. It's called Hand Low. But he's doing this music thing. But I was like, you should be a battle rapper. He was like, man, that's too much. That's too hard to just write for this guy and that guy and that guy and that guy. So look, salute to these young guys. Black Tony Boy.
Yeah.
It's one of the aspects, battle rapping is one of the fundamental things. We talk about rapping and MCing. So there's a lane for that. And there's a respectful way to do it. There's a dope way to do it. And there's ways that are definitely, I would say, counterproductive to the Black community. I think about when we talked about that Ether Nas type situation, when Jay-Z went to Super Ugly. This is an example of where you can kind of go too far with that type of stuff. So I'm a big fan of battle rapping, but I think there should be some more restraints than what they do. Some of that stuff is really negative and makes us look bad. So
Man,
wait,
Tony,
watch this counter. Watch this counter. See, everybody talk about Super Ether. I mean, Super Ugly when Jay-Z talk about he nutted in the car seat. But what about Nas said dick sucking lips to a man? Yeah. See, people slide by that part in Ether. Yeah. What about that in Ether?
Again, saying
Where
dick
y'all
suck
at?
lips. Dick, see, you making me, I don't want to say the words, but saying what you just said doesn't mean that you're actually doing that. It's just that you got lips that look like that. It's a difference between saying that.
Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey.
Don't nobody want to hear that. It's just
Exactly. We already talked about that stuff anyways. But my point is that you should have some type of degree of restraint. You shouldn't be talking about somebody's dead grandmama or nothing like that, or talking about raping somebody's kids. Sometimes these battle rappers, they go too far. No, they do. I've seen that stuff. So it's just like, it's some of these times they go way too far about it. There should be some type of restraint.
Who's to say too far? The gloves is off. It's called a battle rap. They're battling, and it's not to the literal death, but to the lyrical death.
Yes.
Battle rap.
And that's like when Bill Cosby talk about when these comedians get on stage and they start bombing, and what they do is they pull down their pants. This is one of their tactics. To me, if you ain't got the bars to get it done on the merits, you resort to that BS. So that's my position. I don't want to beat that drum too much, but you want to go on to the next.
Yeah.
I will box your mouth with these bars that I got. When I spit these lips, you know that they're hot.
All right, so let's go on to the next topic. The next topic is, should parents feel ashamed for having to move in with their kids?
Oh, yes.
What you got to say about that, First Lady?
I don't think they should feel ashamed for moving in with their kids. Certain circumstances lead to that. They should hold their head up proudly, especially when you've been an active parent and have taken care of your children and you've done your job. I think it's better in certain situations that children allow their parents to live with them versus going in a group home and living with someone else. And, if I feel like, no, just bottom line, no, I would not be ashamed if I had to live with my children. Life throws us curveballs at times. And we may have to live with our children. They may have to change our diapers one day. History repeats itself. It's just a circle of life. So to be ashamed, no.
Like G Buddy says, we all we got. So, I absolutely support, family taking care of each other and being with each other. You ain't gotta, we competing over there, but
finish your thought.
If you've been raising them, you're a parent, you've been raising your children, you should have no shame in them taking care of you, especially, when you get to a certain age where you need to be taken care of. So, the family should not be ashamed to interact with family for the sake of either pushing through a period or where there's going to be a permanent lifestyle or whatever. Family's supposed to be family. It's okay. That's my position. What you got to say, Brother Walk? You seem worked up. What you got?
You got like fuck the fuck up. Oh, but you too with your fine ass AJ. Yeah, you too. Yeah. No, let me stop. I'm sorry.
You know, we're gonna come back to you.
Please do. Please do.
Hey, brother.
I hope your dad is listening to this one.
Pop's good. Pop's good. Pop's good.
I really do.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry.
You read?
I read.
Are you
My
sure?
glasses on. My professional.
Wait a minute. Block him.
You can't block me. What you talking about?
You taking too long. Get it together.
No.
I'm trying to say shit, First Lady. No, let me stop. Here's the thing. Y'all spinning it a little different, but I done seen every avenues of this firsthand, face to face. Get your shit together, people. Get your shit together. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna rely on my children to fucking take care of me when I get old. I'ma salute my boy, my brother, Mr. John Brooks. He said, before I live with my children, I will live on the streets. And he did that. He did that. Because he didn't want to burden his children who are in their 20s and stuff. And he could have easily moved in with them. He fucking came out here. He was on the streets and he did his thing. And he came up. And now he got a fly ass place in motherfucking Inglewood. I know everybody don't think the same, but you cannot burden your children with your follies. Ooh, is that in the Bible? It should be.
Yeah, I don't know about that. So Tony Boyd,
What you mean you don't know about that? What you got to say about
all you
that
have
shit?
to say?
Don't come with no slick shit. What's popping?
Preach. Preach. I was giving. Hey, Tony Boyd said preach, cousin. So he agreed with you. Again, you know, you shouldn't be. It's not so much to me a function of being dependent. I agree. You should be independent to the extent that you can be, but you shouldn't be ashamed about if you need to come to your children. Your family's supposed to be there for you. So the shame. Let's not forget the shame.
Not really.
I would be proud of the fact that if I fell on hard times or was disabled or something like that, and my children was willing to take me in, I would be very proud of that. Not ashamed.
Exactly.
Yeah, like fucked up again.
Some children can't wait to take what their parents have. They can't even be in the ground well, and the kids trying to take you down. So I know a parent should not be ashamed, and it's not being a burden. It's like you would rather go to your children than to go to a stranger or someone else. You know, elderly people get abused so much and taken advantage of. Even children take advantage of, true enough. But the question at hand is, should you be ashamed? No. And a lot of parents really are ashamed because they feel like, you know, I brought you into this world. You should be coming to me. I should be the one that you need, not me needing you. So there are a lot of people that feel ashamed for that reason because we are parents. But I cannot see myself being ashamed. And knowing my children, they're not going to let me go nowhere else. They'd be damned if I even have that thought in my mind to go anywhere else. And I will never be ashamed. And I wouldn't try to interfere with their marriages or anything like that. And that's a lot of issues that happen. Some parents go and live with their children and disrupt their home, but that will never be my intentions at all. I want to be independent as long as I can. But we all know living in California is hard. It's super hard, very expensive. So some of us are just not able, but to be ashamed, no. Hell to the no.
And you bring up to me the greatest point is that as a child, I'd be ashamed if my parents was living on the street.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that's what that would be my shame.
What you got to say about that, Mr. Floyd X?
Listen, man, as a man, I have no intentions to live with any of my children.
Who said was the intention?
Hold on. Hey, listen, I'm thinking, brother. Let me finish. Let me finish my point. I have no intentions on living with my children, and I agree with Mr. John Brooks, the brother. I would rather live on the streets than live with my children. I hate visiting people and having to sleep in their children's room. I'd rather get a hotel room. I don't like being in nobody's children's room. I hate it.
Horn.
I hate it. Real talk. So, I would rather be on the streets than live with my children. And that's not to say I'm not going to be no burden to nobody. As long as I'm a man, I'm going to do man shit. And I'm going to stay on top of my man shit. And I know my pops, he up there in age. If he needs to come live with me, he can live with me. But I don't think he would want to. He hold his own. He stands on his own. My pop said, if I can't wipe my own ass, it's time for me to go. Nobody gonna come wiping my ass. And that's just some man shit, And let me I know people don't like hear all that cussing this early in the morning, but I would feel shame moving in with my children. I'm gonna cut it there.
Well, speaking of cussing, we can kind of skip over that one and get to that situation. He's sitting over there dancing. Okay. He muted. He said, absolutely, exactly. The basement is not an option. Hey, as Walk, you trying to say something or you pretending?
Ain't never no pretending, my nigga. Stop playing. Y'all can see the goofball shit. See, that's why so many people. I like what Floyd said about his pops, who is my pops. That's exactly pops good. That's how they was. Now, I know that's not with everybody's situation. Sometimes you might have diabetes, you gotta get your feet chopped off and your limbs chopped off too. But should you feel shame? Yes.
Let me add to it also real quick. Let me add and say, give a shout out to the late great Kevin Samuels. His intentions was getting black men and women together. That's why he talked that die alone stuff, because as a young person, you have to plan your life out to the death, and you got to be ready to get with somebody that's going to be there for you. And the whole intent is for y'all to be married forever and live your life out. If that's the life you want to choose, to be married, and your whole is so y'all could take care of each other. How many old couples, whether they living in senior citizens home or senior citizens, seniors apartment, senior citizens apartments,
senior living,
senior living. That's the word I was looking for. Senior living, 55 and over or whatever. You get with somebody and you plan to live your life out till you get old. You get into your 60s and your 70s and y'all rock together. You take care of her, she take care. One of y'all might fall to a disease and then the other one could take care of her. Nobody want to be in the hospital battling diseases by themselves. And I saw this story, this one lady, she was battling and said, I didn't have a husband to come in there. My mother and my sister were there for me. You got to get you that counterpart, man. And have a plan that we're gonna die together. If I fall first, you're gonna take care of me. If you fall first, I'm gonna take care of you. That's what we're talking about here. Is adults, you shouldn't plan it out. And you should never want to live with your children. You should be like, nope, I'm not living with them. They got their life to live. They're going to have a family and children. Come on, man. Who wants to go and move in and take the children room? Now the children got to go all sleep in one room, and I get one of the children's room, and my grandchildren in the other room, and walking around, hey, Grandpa, it's nice to see you for a minute to visit, but you here every day. Oh, you're just stinking up the shower with that aftershave and your old man. Come on. Nobody wants all that old man stuff.
Oh, man. So the Brothers Johnson.
And so people always try to talk bad about Hispanic families that be having generations of people living in the same household. See?
Yeah.
So no. That's not a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, they take care of each other.
They take care of each other. And their money, their it's like a corporation. All that money, their resources are being piled together to increase their purchase power. They be buying houses with cash and stuff. So I mean, there is something to that.
This ain't that.
But
First lady, what were you about to say? Sorry.
Oh, you wait.
Parents are wanting to do these things. Life throws us curveballs. We all know failing to plan means planning to fail. You can have a plan in hand, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to always be executed. There are certain circumstances where both moms and pops are struggling to hold each other up. So marriage is a beautiful thing. Having that companion is a beautiful thing. But I don't know a parent that's perfect specifically saying, when I get old and I can't do this, I'm going to crash my kids' home. That's not something that we look forward to do. We're missing the whole point. Would you be ashamed to do it? As far as about being a man, and as a man, I know one thing God did give me is common sense. So I would rather shelter with my child or my children to be laying on somebody's curb, choosing to be homeless with mice and rats and Lord knows what, jeopardizing my life with my kids home, and they're open now. Shame on my kids. I would say if they have a problem with their mama coming to stay with them.
All right, go ahead, Walk. What you got to say, brother?
Lady J, respectfully. Lady J, hold on, put me on the other screen. Lady J, respectfully with your
I need to fire.
Wait, hold on. Respectfully, what y'all doing? There we go. Respectfully with your foreign ass, you wrong as hell. You wrong as hell. Because you know why? You know why? No one is planning for nothing, no calamities. No one is. But you got me effed up if you think I'm going to move in with my children.
That's y'all a personal preference for all of us.
Wait, no. So you want to move in with your two?
I did not say I want to. But what I did say is, if I had to choose the streets or my children, I'm going to my children. And I know the children that I raised.
Get your ass out of here.
They're not going to throw their mom under the bus. I was listening to Mr. X, what he was saying about he would rather follow old boy that you mentioned and be
John Brooks.
Mr. John Brooks. And be homeless than to go live in his children's home. And what I was saying, I know God gave me common sense. I'm not disrespecting neither of you and what you would choose to do. As for me, I would choose shelter. I would choose to stay in my children's house than to go stay on the streets.
Well, here's the thing. That mentality of staying on the streets is something that is a choice.
Absolutely, it is.
Wait, hold on. But you don't have that mentality. But you're not like, I'm gonna live with my children.
That mentality because.
Wait, hold on.
Go ahead.
Come on. Can I? Where's the sound effects?
No, go ahead. You don't need that sound effect. Go ahead.
I'm waiting on it. Can I fucking finish, please? For real. My guy, he lived on the street and he has no legs. He ain't got no legs. In a wheelchair, all that. He was living on the street. And he said, before I'm moving with my parents, I'll be on the street. And he did that. And he made his way to the middle. I ain't gonna say the top. He was in the middle. That's my guy. But I know this. I got children. And I know they all gonna F and do their thing. Floyd X. Come on now. His kids. Don't get me started. Don't get me started with all this stuff. Ain't nobody moving in with their children, bro.
Finish.
What you say, First Lady?
Ain't nobody
start because I'm a finish. We're gonna continue to disagree.
You're
looking at your point of view as a man, and I'm looking at my point of view as a woman.
But some people
or as a decent person.
Individual, I have my point of view, and what I said is using my common sense. I'd rather stay with my children than to stay on the streets.
Real quick, go ahead. We got you, First Lady. Sorry to interrupt. Real quick, let's get to the comments. We got Mr. Knight. We got Tony Boyd again, and
same nigga, same person.
Hold on, look. This is his statement. He says, "If you have to move in with your kids, you failed in life." I think that's what he said. You failed in life. Okay, now listen. I know. Hold on. I know that this is controversial. I see the passion in this topic, so we let's
unblock Tony Boyd.
Be a little more sensitive to it. That there are people who will move in with their children. There are people who will not. I think if you want to move in with your children, go right ahead. And I understand it is a difference between men and women, I don't know how you feel, Mr. Nice Guy, but there is a difference, in my opinion, between a man saying what he gonna do and a woman saying what she gonna do. It's understandable. It's the whole reason that they got so many more shelters for women, and they just let the men have to fend for themselves on them streets.
Well, just let me just say this: you cannot plan for what you cannot control.
You cannot plan for what, but you can't plan. You got a lifetime,
but you can't control it.
You can't control some things you cannot control.
You got a lifetime to plan your end.
Yeah, well, accidents, like just say you got into a car accident and you and your
that's
wife.
a different topic.
That's what you cannot control. That's what you cannot
control. About
control.
the disabled. We talking about grown men, grown people who living, got their whole life, and they get up in age, and now they have to eventually move in with their children. That the moving in your children shouldn't be a plan, is what I'm saying. If somebody saying they plan moving their children, that's a shame to me.
I got a quick question. Hey, Walk, is your son around in the house?
Which one?
I'm just saying, anyone. Do you got a kid in the house right now?
No, I don't. I don't got no kids. I ain't got no
kids. No, I'm
just
saying if he was visiting. I just meant if he was visiting because
hold on. I got 2 kids. One is 6 and the other one's 13. The other one's is niggas.
Yeah, well, I'm saying grown-ups. Yeah, I'm just saying, do you have grown-ups, your young offspring? Do you have one in the house right now? That was my question.
Yeah.
Could you just get them and ask them, like, how would they feel about, would they rather you be on the streets? Would they be okay with you being on the streets if you were financially in disarray? That's my question.
Ain't gonna happen, Captain.
I understand that you're not gonna do it. I'm just saying I'd be curious to see what their perspective.
I mean, you can ask us. We got a father.
Wait, hold on.
Would we be okay if our father was on the street?
Okay.
It's the same story. Would I be okay if my pops was on the street? I'd be like, no, pops, you gotta get off the street. If you ain't gonna come live with me, I'll find you an apartment, and then we gotta put our money. I got 2 other brothers. We gotta put our money together, get them an apartment. We get him something, but he ain't gonna be on the street, not on us. But I ain't gonna make him or force. Ain't gonna have to come live with me. Yeah. We gotta have something in place as a family to put him in the apartment.
That's still taking care of him. That's
ain't gonna turn him away. In other words,
yeah, exactly. That was my point.
But he has the right to refuse. He can say, "Hell no, I'm living right here in my van or whatever on this street." And if he does that, I have to respect his wishes.
No, I'm a Suge Knight his ass.
I have to respect his wishes.
Wait, you saying that, Nice Guy? You saying that like people make choices? That's why I look at homeless people and I'm like, that is a choice. I dealt with homeless people in MF 1997, 98, when the mother of my 2 firstborn, who you put out there, my son lives here with me. Of course, he's a man, but he lived with his dad. And a lot of us do that. But they was homeless. I know about the homeless. We used to see her. She lived in a car. And you think people that ask her, do you need some help? She refused it. My mom, my auntie, my grandmother, rest in peace to all these women. That she refused it because she chose to live on the street in a car with her dude. But see, the topic at hand is, would you be ashamed? But I didn't offer, you got me effed up because at the time I was 23 years old, just starting my own family. I'm trying to do my own thing. Now I got to take care of moms, pops, and this and that. See, that's what the question is. Would you be ashamed? And it's not on the child, it's on the parent.
Well, can I say this?
I got my horn. I'm good.
We're going into overtime, and I got to hit the 405, y'all, so I'm out of here.
That's why I hit the horn. It wasn't for you. It was like the silence.
I got my horn.
So I think we beating this drum, beating this horse dead. What are you about to say, Brother Floyd X?